the engineer, Dell Conagher. And today, on Life Advice with Dell Conagher, I'm gonna show you the basics of playing engineer. Actually, wait, hold on. Howdy, fellas. It's me, Dell Conagher, the voice actor for the engineer. Ignore that. And today, I'm gonna show you how to play some engineer. Come on, medic, let's go. So, I would advise personally not to get backstabbed. I think that's kind of stupid. Just simply turn around. Now watch as the pyros run in fear by almighty power as the engineer class. This is because I'm cool.
You're trying to push in. Make sure you have the medic on your ass.
If you're trying to push in, just have a medic just constantly sucking you off. That's pretty good advice, I think. As the engineer class, medics will commonly want to heal you all the time, and they will never not just ignore you and go heal like a devil. Make sure to push that many little fellers. Don't forget about that. This music's too fucking loud. I'm gonna turn it down a little bit. There we go, much better. Beats the shit out of his fucking radio, there we go, much better.
It's a gunslinger.
He's got some fucking gunslinger head on. So we got a couple of baddies over here, so let's build our mini center here. This will help hold the point. Look at the top slot having run in fear. He knows he'll meet his maker. And that's a random crit. I can't really do much about that. I may be God, but I'm not super God. That's very different.
Listen, if you get backstabbed, if you get blown up by a random crit, what you can do? Try not to get mad about it.
Trying to get frustrated. That's a good point, engineer too. Other engineer. That's good MIDI engineer. It's there's a tiny engineer next to him. That's good MIDI engineer.
Thanks, engineer.
I appreciate MIDI engineer. Make sure if you see a Quake soldier, I personally recommend backing up a little bit because they're kind of scary. This freeway pay pyro, he doesn't know what day it is right now, so we're fine. But say Quake soldier, there might be a little bit more skill going on there, so I would advise some caution. Now this, fellers, is the... and it's gone, never mind, sorry. He moved to center, good, there goes my lesson. Make sure to always target the sniper. Ignore the entire enemy team. Fuck him. He's playing sniper, he doesn't deserve to have fun. If you want to have fun, you should play an engineer. It's just better. Notice how I'm single-handedly holding back the entire enemy team. It's because I have 14 medics on my ass. I would recommend doing this personally if you can help it. Now, of course, if you play TF2, there's a 9% chance you don't have any friends. So try making some fellers on the community server. Now, see, I just got my knocking a body shot, and that's why you always target the snipers. Notice how this heavy just perfectly dodged that. That's because he's built different, so don't worry about that.
If you need to meet an opponent that's too much for you, don't worry about it. Kill him eventually.
Just keep wearing them down. Eventually you get tired. Persistence is key. Just like building this teleporter up. They win games after all. See that sniper? He appreciates it. That's because he's a gamer.
I think their pyro just accidentally saved me.
When playing pyro, I would also recommend not saving the enemy team's medic. That's not a very good idea. Watch, this entire video is copyrighted because of the Bob Ross music. I'm not gonna give a shit. I don't care about the money, but it's funny though. The Bob Ross estate will have Dell Conagher's head.
It's either that or just a picture of Bob Ross who's wearing a hard hat with a massive hat it's squished.
That'd be pretty good. I actually think there's a Bob Ross logo on Steam Community Workshop. Editing me, go put it up. I know it exists. The Joy of Building, I think it's called, or some shit. Excellently done, MIDI engineer. Perfect rendition of the music.
Thank you.
Yes, it's very important to build the teleporter, but you also have to build the exit. And that's a very easy thing to forget in the heat of battle. So I'd recommend sending that on up. And make sure to move that gear up when time comes.
A teleporter is a two-way thing. Don't forget that, folks.
Never forget. Imperative to have that up. I can't take it seriously. Every time I hear the MIDI engineer, it just makes me giggle. I imagine he's just waiting there. He's just listening, like nodding his head really enthusiastically. Now, unfortunately, I gotta rebuild this because we moved up positions. Because this is payload. But that's not a big deal. Medic, watch out for that spy. Good work. He's dead. He's not very good in video games. He's playing kunai. They don't tend to do that. See this guy? He's a little more powerful because he's not using the kunai, so he lived. But we'll get him later. They always come back.
They always come back.
You gotta have the low-key paranoid angle of engineer. It's part of his character. It's very important.
Yeah.
Everyone is out to get you, so make sure to be on edge at all times.
There's no rest for the wicked.
There's no rest for the builders. So we're just gonna build up this teleporter, as you do, and we'll probably have to move it up. That's okay. Par for the course.
Now, as an engineer, you're not usually going to take on medics. But if you see your medic running around with full and looking needs around, make sure to tell him, hey, I have a gun.
I have a gun that shoots people, and we're ignoring the teleport entrance because I'm too lazy to go rebuild it now. And I got an Uber. It's more important, shooting bad guys. Come on, medic, let's go kill the entire enemy team for fun. Look at this poor bastard. He doesn't even know what day it is.
Get him, get him, get his ass. Oh.
See, call for his mama. He's not ready. I could take on all of them because I am God. Not really. Tricked you. Gotcha. Now, you fellas might be wondering, why did I talk about the importance of building teleporters if I don't have mine up? And you see, that's why I ran in like a nutty for food, so I could build up my entrance without having to walk all the way back. Think smarter, not harder. See that free-play sniper just standing there? He's chilling. He's my best friend. If this spy kills him, I'm gonna be real mad. I think he's actually a robot, or I don't actually. Like looks all, like off camera, like it's like this isn't meant to be a part of the recording. It's like I actually don't know what the fuck this guy's doing. I'm just gonna ignore him.
I've known this guy since like 5 minutes.
I've only known this man for 5 minutes, and I trust him with my entire life. And that's a Dell Conagher promise. It's like T-smile. Make sure to build Spencer's course as well. Very important to have all your buildings up at all times, because they all serve a very important function. French people are everywhere, but that includes your team. So try to take it easy a little bit when you see your teammates. They're not always spies. Sometimes you're just crazy. I noticed this soldier keeps destroying my shit. As long as I keep rebuilding this mini-sentry, he'll be distracted with that and ignore your dispenser. That's very important, because dispensers save lives. Now notice how there's about like 3 heavies on the enemy team. I'm a little worried about that, personally speaking, because I'm the engineer, and not God. Commonly misconstrued, but... And there's the mock-up sniper once again. See, this is why it's very important to target these snipers. Y'all. Notice the spy sitting by dispenser. This is just a fraction of my power as the engineer.
Here's another lesson from the highbrow.
Ah, very good. Very good media assistant. He's like a fucking Oompa Loompa engineer. Does he just have like a gaggle of these things? Like he's just like fucking like 5 of them. They just like fucking like do all his little like mini tasks for him while he like works on like the paperwork and shit.
The engineerlings, yeah.
Just the engineer like. I'm here to assist.
Your feet is scrap, partner.
Don't worry. Here's some bacon. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Make sure, now fellers, make sure to keep your eyes peeled for any scouts. Because scouts are the most common disguise that spies use, due to how fast he runs. They haven't found out that you can disguise as medic yet and keep the same speed, of course. But that's gonna take a while.
Don't tell them that, but they'll figure it out.
They'll figure it out eventually. There's probably already an essay about it, but we're gonna ignore that because it's funnier. As engineer, unless you have 16 medics on you, I would not recommend pushing in super aggressively, because you will die eventually. They always get you.
They'll get you one day or another. I promise.
Here's another very important engineer advice. If you see one of your teammates' buildings up, upgrade it. If you have all your stuff set up, there's no down payment. It's free. And it's always morally acceptable. Unless they mildly inconvenience you one time and you're petty as shit like me, in which case, fuck them. They can build their own shit. Now you might notice, this soldier keeps spamming my teleport. I'm just moving out the way. What's he gonna do about it? Not much, evidently. Bitch. And you might notice the point's literally right there. This is whenever you should run in like a maniac and push the cart. It is always the right decision. I'm gonna save that one for my cringe compilation for later. Another round, one is engineer. And that's how you do it, fellers. Now that we have 16 engineers, that means we can start defending. That's right, we're only halfway through the video. Suck it up.
You have like 6 of them.
Because engineer is the best class ever made. Now, fellers, if you think engineer isn't more powerful, he should be buffed. You're fucking stupid. Shut the fuck up. Whoever engineering will crush your tiny baby skull, and it will be funny. Make sure to work together as engineers, and keep your shit at least slightly far away. When you have like, what is it, four? Yeah, four engineers. It's kind of inevitable you're gonna have like some shit together. Make sure to remember COVID and practice safe distances for all your buildings. It probably works. I don't know. I wasn't there for that shit. I was in the cryogenic stasis tube. I didn't want to deal with it. Took one step for all those people, and I was like, nope. Now, unfortunately, I picked the wrong loadout. I wanted to use the one with the Jag and the Frontier Justice so I could kill everyone. So we're gonna walk all the way back to spawn now because I can do that. If a spy destroys all of our stuff, we'll get 2 revenge crits, which is totally worth it because it's funny to kill people with red text. Well, I guess it would be red text. Red gun. Red gun funny. Now, as you can see, this is basically a shit show, but we're gonna work with it. It would be a pub if it weren't one, you know? Now this sensor gun, I'm gonna sit my ass right back here and just keep whacking it until it goes down. Because that's my job as the engineer. Uncle Dayton is kinda onto something with the movement shit. But like, fuck off. Fuck off, Mom and Dad. I'll do what I want. Fuck you. Notice my beloved team as they rely on this dispenser I didn't build. That's the true work of an expert engineer. Where the fuck did I even put my dispenser? What the fuck? Yeah, whatever. Alright, this works. There we go.
What is my lesson?
Make sure to Let's check your shit. Probably a good idea. There's currently a spy spamming all of our sappers at spawn, which is tragic. He won't even let this one stand up. So we're gonna give him a little treat called the revenge crits for the Frontier Justice. Check out Shopper's ass once I'm done upgrading the sensor gun to level 3.
Where is the enemy team?
Currently camping at spawn. Making a nice roast pot stew. Just like Mama used to make.
Just like Mama used to make.
The iconic pot stew that Dell Conagher's mom made, iconically. And I'm totally not making bullshit up. Welcome to another episode of Engineering with Dell Conagher. Today, we're walking back to spawn and looking out for some French fellows to shoot in the face with my gun, because it's funny. Now, you notice he's already dead, which is great. But also, that means I get another picture to my cringe compilation. Splendid. Now, these teleporters, my team is nothing. So I'm gonna start building them.
Thanks. To the teleporter.
See, he appreciated it. Of course, he's the only sentient person on this team, but that's a different story.
The rest of these are robots that I built.
These 5,000 robots that are on my team that are known as pubbers, you know, that's a whole other story.
Yeah, don't worry about
Make sure to ring that bell. I cannot do that. Gotta save that for the after scene. Notice this sensor gun perfectly defends the payload, because the payload is over there, and I'm over here in my little cut quarter. This is the expert way to play engineer. Oh shit, that guy's shit's got, I gotta heal out. There we go. Remember, be courteous, be kind, and smack shit with the fucking wrench. Cause it's cool. And like, I don't know. So I'm getting a little cooped up and bored, so I'm just gonna like shoot at a guy with the Frontier Justice now.
it. Sometimes playing engineer you get bored.
Sometimes you just gotta kill like a free play pyro and randomly get Ubered by a medic. This is the peak of engineering, basically, is what I'm saying. Notice how I did literally jack shit. This is because my team is good at video games. Except for noticing spies, but that's a different story. Now, fellas, this has been How to Engineer with Dell Conagher. Y'all take care now, and make sure to like, comment, and ring that bell. Howdy, fellers. It's me, the engineer, Dell Conagher. And today, I'm gonna show y'all how to play some engineer. Now notice this, my homunculus clone, get in the way. Make sure to beat him, so he understands his place on the hierarchy.
As the lesser one, of course.
Of course. Thank you, Mini-neer. Appreciate that. Now, it's very important to build those teleporters, because without them, your team ain't gonna do shit. Because they don't know what walking is. That's a mystery to them.
You swear? Are you allowed to swear?
Of course I am. It's my show. And if they try to take me off the air, I'll kill them.
Of course, Mr. Engineer, we understand.
That's Mr. Dell Conagher to you.
Yup.
Mr. Dell fucking Conagher.
I will, seppuku myself as, recompense.
Thank you, random intern number 54. Your sacrifice is well appreciated.
Intern number 55, welcome.
Welcome back. Glad to see another replacement already. Now, it's very important to keep your mini sensor up to annoy as many people as humanly possible. Don't let them have any form of peace or reconcile, lest they actually do something with their pointless lives.
I just killed Gordon Freeman, if you can believe it.
Excellent. We shall harvest his PhD for my own.
I will fuse it into my body, into my mind.
Much like how Medic took all the Merc souls, I took all the PhDs, and they're personally shoved up my mouth. I ate them all. They were very delicious.
Or paper. I love eating paper.
Paper is the most delicious of all materials. And don't forget that. That's a Dell Conagher promise. Ding! Now you might be noticing how there's literally fucking nobody over here. This means we're good at video games, and we can continue doing fuck all. Oh, look at that seagull going over there. Ain't that something? That's a sniper. I'm gonna run for my life now.
As
Remember,
you should do in any scenario if you see a sniper.
don't interact with snipers directly. Get behind them and beat the shit out of them.
They are a plague on this world.
That's exactly correct.
Now, we went over this last night.
But of course the audio was a little crunkly, so that's not real. Notice this demo knight running away from me. It's because he's bitch made, unlike me.
It's because I am powerful.
This is also true. A very important life advice. Never fight an engineer, because you will lose. Always.
I mean, this is true, even in the official Team Fortress 2 lore.
That's what it says in
An
the
engineer-
official...
Yeah.
in the official TF2 lore book. It says, if you fight the engineer, you will lose.
Yeah, look it up.
This sniper's starting to get on my nerves. I don't like him much. Much like every sniper. So we're gonna have to do something about that.
Oh, I'm getting chased.
And now we got our teammate being chased. That's not good. This is a very well designed map, so I can do literally nothing about this sniper until he retreats.
Yeah. Do now.
So I'm just holding down this point here, because that's King of the Hill for you.
Not the show.
No. Although it is one of the best shows ever made, yes.
Peggy Hill hits the floor and Hank Hill goes, "Bah!"
When Peggy Hill hits her little soft spot and dies, it's easily the best episode I've ever watched on any TV show.
She didn't die. She actually recovered next season for like 2 episodes. She was
And that's
in a wheelchair.
exactly why it's the worst show ever made. Because Peggy Hill lived.
Peggy Hill. Damn, that's a shame. I like her.
I didn't know Engineer was like anti-Peggy Hill.
Engineer he has top 3 least favorite characters, and Peggy Hill is at the top of the list, and no one knows why. It's a very strange thing, but he just really doesn't care for her character.
I
Pyro,
think that's a bit of an understatement.
Now you might notice, my entire base went down because I wanted to have fun for 3 seconds. This is normal engineer gameplay. So don't worry about that, just rebuild your shit. Rebuilding is the key.
And travel in the hills and learn to not enjoy any earthly possessions, whatever.
That's exactly correct. As an engineer, you must harness the energy of a Tibetan monk so you can keep rebuilding your shit when some loser destroys it by just pressing M1. Like that
Patience of a
sniper.
Tibetan monk.
No said sniper, sit in the same goddamn spot, because King of the Hill is a good game mode.
Engineer, I think we should re-queue.
I believe you're right. This match is not going very well for the engineering with Dell Conagher TV show real on HBO Max.
Cut the feed.
Cut the feed. Pew!
Cut it off!
Ah, Borneo, where it all started.
Life,
Is that,
as we know
is
it.
that true?
No, last night, remember we played on Borneo?
Our holy river lives in a hot, dense state where nearly 30 million years ago, Borneo was made. Wait.
Okay. Howdy, fellers. I'm back. And I'm being surrounded by 16 scouts, because they're trying to eat me for sustenance.
There's some fool on the mic.
We're ignoring him, much like we're ignoring that scout, because he feeds off attention.
I hate to say it, but our entire team is scouts.
I've noticed. I'm gonna ignore it, though.
This is.
We'll see how
good
far we can
for-
stretch it.
For normal engineer, not so much for many-century engineer.
Well, if it was the enemy team, it would be good. But I'm on the team with the scouts, so it's not as
okay,
good.
never mind.
You see now you understand. Like how this spy understands that I'm gonna punch him in the butt any second now.
Any second now. When I find him, he's gonna be dead.
Once I find him, believe you me, hellfire will rain down upon him.
My robotic fingers will go up his French booty.
I didn't say all that.
No, I'm not talking about none of that.
I ain't no freaking here.
Freaking here.
We need to
I ain't no
defeat
freak.
this lesser engineer so I can go on my path of judgment and destruction. But unfortunately, there's a sentry gun in the one spot. There always is a sentry gun. As an engineer, I would personally not advise to run to sentry guns on the enemy team. It's not a very good idea. This is gonna have like fucking Morgan in the background for like 30 minutes. Now notice this Quake soldier running away. That's because he knows I'm cool and epic. That's all.
That is the only reason.
Ignore the soldier that was 2 feet in front of me. He's not real.
He's not real. I don't see him as an engineer.
I see him
as an obstacle and nothing more.
as a
See him as an
nuisance.
animal, something to be hunted.
A wild creature. Ready to be downed at any moment. By me. Dell Conagher.
Fresh game for Dell Conagher.
Fresh meat. For the board.
Yes, you remember those better sides of beef that I've seen running by a combine? Yeah. I'm driving the combine.
The very same. It's up to me as the engineer, because I'm the only one smart enough to walk behind the payload like this. Alright, well, I gave her my best shot. You have 16 scouts on your team, you're gonna get a face full of losing.
You were killed by Boing Boing.
This is true. Now, fellas, if your team is entirely filled with scouts, you have 2 options as the engineer. 1, leave. Option 2 is not important.
Option 2.
Mr. Conagher, we can't keep going. We're kind of running out of film here. We can't keep switching maps.
Well, it's not my fault we keep getting bad rounds. The matchmaker's evil and angry at me for I dare to make a video.
The great creator.
The great administrator is unpleased. Why am I always on fucking blue team? Goddamn. Engineers iconically the most powerful on offense. Advantage state is a mindset. Remember that. So I'm building up my teleporter once again. That's very important.
Money.
I'm getting my money up and my funny up. You'll be moved to Team Red in 5 seconds. Well, shucks, if that doesn't sound like the best thing right about now. Tremendous.
Gabe Newell has blessed me.
And I will make it the entire enemy team's problem now.
This is the best case scenario.
When playing engineer, if you're on blue team, pray to God that you get auto-balanced. If your prayer is strong enough, you will be auto-balanced. Now I'm gonna start building on last. Now you might be wondering, Dell, why would you do that? You could just support your team. Well, you see, I was actually on a good team as engineer, which is bad for me now, because now they're pushing. So I'm gonna go on last while my team gets team wiped by a single Quake soldier, because I'm not a dummy. See, would you look at that?
Mr. Conagher, what does Quake Soldier mean?
It means they're a loser, and they should never be talked to ever.
Oh.
If you use the original, you are not only are you not original, you need to stop watching whatever you're watching that made you think that's a good idea.
You need to stop watching Banny.
Manny, well, honestly, anything
Muzak,
really.
Any of them.
Musel, what's his name, man? Viking guy, I don't follow all these Zoomers. I prefer to tend to my buildings.
I'm a building man. I don't take care of none of them Zoomer
I'm not-
ideologies.
I ain't no YouTuber, man. Ignore the fact that this got demoted from HBO to YouTube now, of course. That's not important.
On HBO.
Formerly on HBO. It's like free with ads, you know, like the YouTube thing. It's like that.
Yeah.
It's a engineering with Dell Conagher, free with ads.
Free with ads. Damn. It's crazy.
Dell Conagher's fallen on hard times. He's had to sell his show to YouTube. Now y'all be noticing that this pyro just keeps puffing this thing. This is literally pointless. Like, it's not even doing anything. I could just do this. Like, what are you going to do about it? Well, see, he wasn't going to do anything about it. But the Hail Zone God Sniper, on the other hand, well, he had other plans. Now, if we're lucky, I can get my Frontier Justice out before that Snetty goes down. And we were. So now, with the foresight we've been given by the random sniper peeking that side hole over there, we're gonna rebuild this shit. After all, we're using the Jag, so it's not a bad idea, because it takes 2 seconds to rebuild into a level 3.
Using the Jag, get Jag-offs.
Exactly. Thank you, random intern. That is a very valuable advice.
Richer.
Thank you, Marcia. It's very helpful.
Oil, rope, bombs. You want it? It's yours, my friend, as long as you have enough rubies.
When playing engineer, make sure to stock up on lots of lamp oil and rope. You'll need it when you said you got in a funny spot.
Sorry, engineer, I don't give credit. Come back when you're a little, richer.
Ah, shucks. I guess I should have spent all my money on this shotgun.
My Australian shotgun.
The very same. It's currently shiny and red, and I look forward to not being able to use it this entire match. Well, you know, actually, I'm just gonna walk up. Oh my good lord. Don't do that. Engineering tip number 54. Do not do that. Do not. I repeat.
Who you are, don't do that.
I'm gonna do it again. Should've picked engineer. Those 14 snipers never saw it coming. This is why I'm gonna do it again. That spot ruined my master plan, but that's okay. I at least got to shoot my funny gun, and that's the real winning.
That's the real victory.
It's true.
One of the inside voices from the Engineer TV show can confirm that that gun is very funny.
The director is very pleased with this gun currently.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I'm just kind of sitting here defending, because, you know, playing engineer. If we were to give advice on the matter, I would say don't use binds, because they're not funny if you do it.
They never were. They never will be.
If you've ever used a bind, you're going straight to hell, and I can confirm that. That's an engineer promise. Ding!
And I won't be there to save you.
Me and my machines won't be able to save you from down there. No teleporter can get you out of the 7 circles of hell and all that.
Sorry to say.
77 circles. Lot of circles.
777,000 circles.
777.
I said that right, yeah.
Engineer's just having a stroke because he's just been sitting in this corner cooped up. He's like going crazy. Now you see,
Well, fellas, I hate to say it, but my century's gone down now.
that's exactly correct. On account of the fact that my team is not good. And neither are the past 3. And believe it or not, neither will the next 3. This has been,
Well, fellas, I hate to say it, but I think we're gonna have to recoup again.
I suppose so. Surely the 4th time we'll get a fair match.
Sure.
No.
Thank you, Dr. Robotnik. It's important to, well, you should have some optimism when playing TF2. You should also have a healthy bit of pessimism.
Yeah. It never hurts to be real.
Some may call
Actually,
pessimism.
All
Other
it does
people.
is hurt, but that's besides the point.
It's more so realism, if anything. I mean, why would Val give you an actual competent team? Put 14 competent snipers on the other one. Why not? I'm sure
It would be
well.
funny.
And it was. And that's why it's in the video.
That's an engineer promise.
It's an engineer fact. Like how I'll forever be trapped on offense. Just, oh. It's engineer when he opens up fucking TF2. He gets stuck in an offense match for like the 20th time in a row.
Yeah.
I could be using the gunslinger, but frankly, I'm fed up, and I want to build my big gun, because it looks cool. So that's what I'm going to do. Building up that teleporter. Once again, the lifeblood of any team.
No, Zemetic. No. Zemetic is not anything. It's the dispenser, of course.
The medic has a brain, which unfortunately means he can just, for some reason, not heal you. Ergo, fuck him.
That almost feels targeted.
I mean, why heal the engineer, right? It's not like he's keeping the entire team defending with big ol' gun and a
It's
dispenser.
not like he literally has a thing that can dispense health and ammo. I'm sure he's fine.
No, that's just not real. I mean, engineer can just go pick up a health pack. I mean, he's just lazy. Now you might be noticing that the quality of these matches has been consistently dog shit. This is referred to in colloquial terms as the recording curse, or the streamer curse, which commonly occurs when you try to record something for a video, where everything will go wrong because it's funny. Keep this in mind. As God is my witness, I will make a funny video, even if I die like 20 times doing it.
Even if I die IRL.
Even if my voice gets very hoarse from doing this stupid voice for 30 minutes plus.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's at 20 right
A
now.
horse.
That's a horse. Now you might notice 16 different soldiers are shooting at my shit. This is because I don't know actually. It's kind of weird. I don't know what's up with that. Make sure when losing to not get too peeved. Because I mean, fuck, what are you gonna do? Just wait till you're on offense or
Only
defense. That's exactly right, Minineer.
Skibbity defense.
Now
Skibbity the fuck. Edit that out.
I'm gonna kill you. Come over.
Get over here.
Stupid. Now
See,
this is
why I
it.
always need new interns.
Now you see, this is it, right here. The perfect time to play engineer, or on defense, against the enemy team. If anything goes wrong, I can and will kill myself.
So how's the teleporter exit going?
I'm working on it.
I'm working on it.
It'll be up when it's up.
And that's something you always gotta remember as engineer. You can't always be a people pleaser.
Some people, you just will never please. And instead of trying to continue, you should tell them to go fuck themselves. What are they gonna do about it? Be mad? They already were.
You can only get so mad at one person.
At a certain point, you just need to let go and fuck off. Now this mini-sentry's perfect as it allowed me to build my level 3 real quick. My engineer senses to take this as a good spot.
Why do we have a troller on our team?
That's a great question. It's because, in casual, nobody takes it seriously. Well, okay, except for the enemy team, of course. They'll always take it seriously. And your team will just do jack shit. Now this guy thinks he's funny. So I'm gonna kill him, because he thinks direct hit's a good weapon. Didn't do him much help there, though. We got another comedian over here. I'm gonna give him a little treat. Ooh.
I'm gonna shoot him in the back.
Nope.
And he's dead.
Notice how they can destroy the stationary building, but the man with the gun, not so much. That guy is fucking moon shoes, what the fuck? Okay. How many of you fucking people live here?
Too many, clearly.
too many blue people in my house. This is not good engineering. It's like a little like fucking like screens like bad engineering.
I repeat, do not do this in a match. Do not do this in a match.
That's right. If your shit's being hit by some random engineer who for some reason is destroying your teleporter, keep hitting
May
it.
be punishable by legal action.
What? I mean, shit, sure, why not, I guess.
You will
I
go
don't
to
think that's
jail.
part of the life advice.
Notice this direct hit soldier is perfectly where I am at any moment. This is because he's actually the devil in disguise, trying to haunt me for my
He's
sins.
actually Satan, the fallen angel.
The fallen angel himself in the saggy flesh. Make sure to blast him and give him what for. Like that medic.
He deserves.
Now, that medic isn't very bright, so he overextended like a dummy. Unlike me, who is perfectly in position at all times, because I'm engineer.
Because I'm
I'm never not in a favorable position.
Due to
That
the
helps you
existence
engineer.
of the sentry gun. Now you see how that guy's wearing Christmas wear, and it's currently January 5th. That's a sign of him being a fucking idiot. So we'll have to punish him for that later.
with legal action.
We will sue his pants off, one could say even. His shitty Christmas wear pants even.
We will take them off
His
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 skinny
McDonald's
health
outfit.
body.
He'd be in prison.
He will be homeless by the end of the month. Destitute.
An engineer promise.
That's an engineer
You hear
promise.
me? Destitute.
Thanks,
This
partner.
giant Walking teeth, he says this. Destitute.
Now, if you don't know how to spell destitute, don't worry about that. We'll have a big sign up on it in this video for your viewing pleasure.
D-I-T-U-T-E.
It's like the campfire song for SpongeBob. D-E-S-T.
Listen, fellas, you might not need to know how to spell to be an engineer. But don't tell anybody I told you that.
Wait, you don't know how to spell when you're playing engineer? Good God, what the hell's happening? How do you even know how to build these things? How can you even read the blueprints? Oh God.
Well, why are the prints blue?
Because they look cool.
Narcissus Prince. Sorry, been fucking vocal stems in recording.
Now you see, Maya dared have fun for 2 seconds. We'll have to hit her with a controlled shock later and make sure this doesn't happen again.
We gotta put her in front of the sentry.
Here with a controlled shock.
Oh. Now notice how our sniper died immediately. That's because we have the inferior sniper. Also, that guy was, he isn't aware that, as the engineer, I am the melee master, and I have done melee combat for over 7,000 hours. I know every move that they will move next with. Fuck you, you stupid piece of shit. You too, and you. You're all dead, because you dare challenge the engineer.
I remain as a performing engineer.
My father and his father before him, they're all dead. Only I, the engineer, remain. Because I am the most perfect life form.
Soon I will become too smart to die.
My brain cells will feed me sustenance.
They will become too smart to ever deteriorate, and I will never
They
age.
replicate faster than they can die. And that's an engineer promise.
It's actually your promise. Ding!
I will be immortal like the jellyfish.
Like the noble jellyfish.
I will be the jellyfish.
Now notice that direct hit soldier still lost, even though he had a crit screen. That's because he's bad at video games. You can tell because he's playing soldier. Now my long con can finally come in handy, and I can build this teleporter entrance. As an engineer, make sure to think smarter, not harder.
Not everyone is inclined to physical labor as much as I am.
As much of a shame as it is, of course, but, well,
That's
just
my
life.
team is lazy.
that's because my team sucks shit. But you already knew that. You're watching a TF2 video.
Heavy is dying.
Ode.
Oh, you'll be fine.
Walk it off. The dispenser's right over here. And now is the perfect opportunity to rebuild my shit, because they're distracted by our team's Uber. As an engineer, make sure to take advantage of that. Now notice how that crit from Frontier Justice did 18 damage. That's because God has abandoned us.
Specifically TF2 players.
This is true.
Look at the update history.
It's not looking good, boys. Now, fillers, there's about a minute left, which means you're pretty much guaranteed to have 600 blue people swarming the payload in the next 2 seconds. This is not good,
This ain't good. But, ow.
but I reckon we can work with this, because we're an engineer, and you can do anything you put your mind to, like die.
Heavy says look out for enemy babies.
That's true, Heavy. It's very helpful advice to keep your eyes peeled for any enemy gamers. Like, say, 2 snipers who ignored the dispenser they just walked by because they're very good at video games.
Heavy says they have tunnel vision.
That's right. As a sniper, you just suck, honestly. You're all aim, no brain.
You're the worst.
All ain't no brain.
Not
That's
only
what my sentries are.
difference between a sentry gun and engineer, or a sniper rather, of course. The sentry gun is actually useful. It doesn't just sit in the corner collecting dust. Well, of course they do, of course.
There's like the, what's his face? The pig guy from Custom Night, where like the da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Whenever there's like
pork
a
pads?
farm or something at the end of it.
Yeah. Like I said, even a dispenser is more useful than a sniper.
Well, so we got Morgan on the background for us, so I can play.
Yeah.
See that sniper? He was chasing after the spy. Didn't expect the engineer. Now my teleport entrance got shot down for the 20th time. This is due to the enemy team having 500 different flanker classes. This cannot be avoided, and must simply be dealt with. Now I'll put this snetty gun right here while I work on building it up, because it'll probably scare somebody. Now where was I saying? Alright. As an engineer, if you somehow, by pure chance, get put into a funny spot, make sure to put a sensor gun there to fuck with people. It's really funny. And if they're all playing scout like a bunch of idiots, they'll just die. Like that.
Heavy says look out for sniper on sideline.
Thanks, Heavy. I'll make sure to run like a little baby, because I want to keep my head.
I'll make sure to forget it 5 seconds later.
This also is true. It's a dice. It's a dice. It's a coin flip whether which one will happen, but you know, we'll see.
Heavy says do not get discouraged if sniper taunt laughs at you after killing you. You will get your revenge, eventually.
Eventually, he won't be checking the sight line, but you'll be there, waiting.
Heavy knows where you live.
Those who know.
Heavy is going to die.
Well, I guess I put my sensor gun in an actual proper spot now. On account of the fact that 7,000 teammates will probably disappear around the point that I don't do that. And it's gone immediately. As an engineer, accept the fact that all of your buildings will just randomly disappear for no fucking reason. It's a natural part of the class, and one you should not soon forget.
Once again, never get attached to your earthly positions.
The gravest sin you can make is getting attached to your buildings. If you want to get attached to your revenge crits, however, that's a different story.
Now those things you gotta make sure you use before you lose.
Make sure to spam them when there's less than a minute left, because it's funny, and the enemy team has to run into you. Give me a random crit, Gabe. It's not very nice. I hit that guy like 4 times. And that is just a day in the life of an engineer. 16 lost rounds because your team doesn't know how to push in, and the one where you do win, where it's fucking cool.
Yeah.
Now I believe this is a perfect end note.
Mr. Conagher, do you have any like one last little piece of advice for everyone watching?
As a matter of fact, I do. If you're hypothetically, say, Ubered by a medic for some reason, and you're playing engineer, make sure to target the snipers exclusively, because it's really funny. Ignore the entire enemy team, just to kill them. I really fucking hate snipers.
To me, they are people.
They're less than people. They're New Zealanders. And for that, they will sue pay. Now, y'all, we've ran out of
I
time.
don't think you can say that.
And we've also just been cancelled by the channel, despite being sold to YouTube. So I'll be wrapping it up here now, y'all. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more morally ambiguous engineer videos. Now, y'all take care now, y'all. I fucking toe. I'm Wolverine meat, you son of a bitch.